First river crossing of this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
So we've just left Pheriche, which is literally just right up there, kind of around the corner, maybe, I don't know, kilometer. And this is the same river that we crossed later yesterday that comes out of the glacier. I think this is a different bridge. I would have thought there's only one bridge here. But anyway, so we're on our way. This is day 2 of the downhill trek coming back off the mountain. So today we're going from Pheriche to Namche Bazaar. It's a long day because we've got we're gonna drop about 1,000 meters, but we've got 2 places where we've got to climb back uphill after we do a river crossing. So I think we'll be doing about a grand total of about 500 or 600 meters uphill as well. So, yep, here I am. Wearing the same old stuff. This fleecy jumper that Martha made me has been perfect. Maybe not quite warm enough, but so far so good. Here's Roz.
Hi. Namaste. Good morning.
Namaste. Anyway, video log for day 10 starting. I got Martha right here, so we'll catch up. Hey Martika.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? It's an uphill stretch. Okay. All right, we're about 45 minutes into our hike this morning, coming down from Pheriche. And I just take a moment at this spot because we're just about to join up with the trail that we were on before that goes up to Dingboshe. So right here by this little hut, there's a trail that goes around the mountain and then it crosses the river and goes up around that hillside. Right, can't see my finger. Right there, around the hillside and then up the other side. Uh-oh. We got a couple of yak teams crossing up. I hope none of their horns snags my backpack sitting over there where Martika is. I think those canisters are full of petrol and the bags, not sure. Other supplies headed up the mountain to feed, most likely to feed the truckers. Anyway, make sure I don't make a misstep here. Just come down the trail and rejoin Martika. I think she's just about ready to go.
Okay.
Nice, yak passing.
No, that's a good one.
Yeah.
On the trail going down between Pheriche and Namche. We've been going about an hour and a half now, I think. In the sun now, definitely starting to warm up. And we've approached this village. This might be the place where we had lunch one day on the way up on the hike between Dingboshe and Dingboshe. Or sorry, yeah, Dingboshe and Dingboshe. There's the sun coming up. Amadablam and Lotsi, I think. And you can see, looking off this direction, the trail we're going to be going to along the hillside there to get around to Pheriche, which is off on the distant ridge. That, pretty sure that one, I can't see it, can't see my finger, but that distant ridge is the one that Pheriche is on. And that big mountain there is the one that just kind of dominates the skyline over Namche. That's one of the locals' footpaths, and another little village we're about to get to here. This is the trail that splits off to upper Pheriche and a couple of other places. And we're on our way down, and you can see the cloud plume coming off the side of Everest. Amadablam over there. On our way to Pheriche, from Pheriche to Pheriche, and right now it's 9:30, so that means we've been going for about 2 hours. We're in the full sun now, so it's really comfortable, and we'll just keep moving along with everybody else. This is that really long wall of prayer tablets in Pheriche, kind of right in the middle of the village. But these ones actually split the trail in half, so you go down one way, coming down. Of course, when you're going up, you go up that way. Pretty cool. Got this one peeking up. We've been hiking. Yesterday we were kind of on the right-hand side of that. All right, it's 10 o'clock on the dot, and we've got to one of these places where you can see Pheriche, following the river, looking back to, those are the terraces of Pheriche. Our tickets run off already. We're at a little stupa next to the village here. Just a bit of a breeze right on that point, blowing up here, but it actually kind of feels good because it's quite warm in the sun. So far so good. We're probably got another hour or so to get to Pheriche over there. And we'll have a little bit of a break there, and then another hour from there down to the lunch spot. On our way up, I remember seeing this and I thought, wow, what an incredibly fancy handrail we've got on this trail. Thought it seemed a bit over the top, but when I got here I had a look, and as you can see, pretty much a straight drop down into the river there. There's the bridge they use for stock traffic, and that's going to be our first suspension bridge of today, crossing this river yet again. And then on the other side we're heading on up to Pheriche, which you can see over on that ridge top over there, a couple of buildings. Welcome back to Pheriche. It's about 11:30. We just got back here on our way from Pheriche to Namche. This is the lodge we stayed in, the Tashi Dalek. I think they've hired a chef there because that was the best food, I think, of any place that we've stayed. Here comes Martha. You could see, I gotta catch my breath. You could see Mount Everest there, but it's covered in clouds now. Looking back up the valley, the little village that you can see there on the side, pretty sure that's Pheriche. Amadablam. Here comes Martha. Some yaks with some nice music. And here's the monastery. which we went and visited the other night when we were here. It's gonna catch up to Martiga here. Martiga. Thumbs up. All right. So I think we'll have a bit of a break here and then down to the hill to the river crossing, which is where we'll have lunch. All right. One last swing around Tengboche. Incredible spot. Here's Ross sitting up here waiting for us. Namaste. All right, we're about 20 minutes into our downhill trek from coming down the hill from Tengboche to a point here where we can see out where we're going later this afternoon. And I probably got video of this already, but you can see the trail, kind of a little village right there, and then the trail goes across.
That's it?
No, it's behind this mountain.
So,
That is Kunzung village.
so far so good. Try to keep this out of the sun. Okay. Probably another 35 or 40 minutes to go until we get to lunch at the bottom of this hill here where there's another river crossing. And then it's kind of after that, it's the home stretch back up the hill a little bit and then cross over to Namche where we'll be staying tonight. All right, it's about 12:30. We've just finished the long descent into the village down here. I think Roz already checked us in.
Yes.
With Roz. And we're gonna stop here and have lunch. No doubt it's the same place we had lunch before. This is supposed to be a water-driven turbine fair wheel, but doesn't seem to be working for some reason. Several of them along here. Looks like they're all under repair or something. Yeah, this one's not working either. Okay, well here we are. You can see there's a lot of people trying to get it here, so let's stop for some lunch. 1:30. We're well and truly below tree line now. We've just had lunch at one of these little tea houses, except it was one of the ones that was on the other side of the river. So now we've got a bit of an uphill to get up to the side of the side of the hill here where the trail more or less goes level across to Namche. Probably got another still 2 hours to go. 2.5 maybe Roz said. It's 1:30. So yes, going downhill sometimes does require going a little bit uphill. I think this one's going to be probably 150 meters or so, maybe a couple hundred meters till we get up. Anyway, we're in the shade of the trees. It's actually quite comfortable in here, reasonably cool. I just noticed after turning off the camera and looking back up the hill, that's the ridge, or the ridge we just came down from. Might be able to see a couple of stripes of the trail switchbacking back and forth. Namche Monastery, the village, is just right at the top of that ridge, but I can't make out where. But you can see a couple of white rocks on the side of the hillside that we passed with like prayer insignia and stuff on it. So we'll continue the hike up the hill here. All right, we've come up most of the way up the hill here to get on the other side. You can see just over there on the top of that ridge some buildings. That's Namche. Make out the trail. A couple of places coming down, and incredible sunshine coming down through the trees here as we're making our way up. We've got it's 2:30 right now. Roz's estimate some time ago was that we should get into Namche by about 4 o'clock, so got another hour and a half to go, or thereabouts. And then we have some dinner and sleep and get up and do it all over again tomorrow. Tomorrow's our last day on the trail. We're on our way back to Namche from Pheriche. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon and the clouds have come in. So no moisture, just clouds that seem to roll in every evening, particularly at these lower altitudes. I noticed at the higher altitudes that it must have been dry enough that the clouds didn't condense. So anyway, pretty spectacular. We're working our way here. I think we've got probably another 45 minutes or so to go to get to Namche. So it makes for quite a big day. We left at 7:30 this morning. This will probably be my last video clip for this leg of the hike because I think it's going to get dark here pretty soon. I don't know, maybe I'll turn it on as it's getting dark and see how well this thing does in really low light conditions. But right now we're just trying to make a reasonable pace, get back to Namche fairly soon. As yeah, I'm getting ready for some dinner. Okay. Okay, I just thought I'd get one more bit of video. Very incredible looking clouds. And we are literally just 5 minutes away from the top of Namche Bazaar. So we've almost finished up the day today. And let's see what time it is. 4:30. So it's been a big day. You can see the bridge down there, down at the bottom of the valley, maybe partially obscured by clouds right now. It's not real clear. And of course, heading down the valley is our bogey for tomorrow, all the way to Lukla. Okay, I'll catch up to Martika here real quick. Martika.
Hello everyone. We are in the outskirts of
Namche.
Namche Bazaar.
Let's keep
And
moving.
it's been a long day, to say the least. I am knackered.
It's been about 20 kilometers
So,
since we left Dingboche this morning at 7:30. It's 4:30 now, so we did have a nice, what do you reckon, maybe 30 minutes for lunch? Maybe a bit
Yeah.
more, 45 minutes for lunch.
yeah, I can't remember.
And we've had a few water breaks and stuff along the way. But yeah, it's been a big day, 20 kilometers. I don't know how many meters of altitude gained and lost through the day, but quite a big one. All right, so we'll sign off now. I might just swing the camera around to have one last look at these clouds coming in. Pretty spectacular. If I hold the camera still, maybe you can see them moving.
Keep away from the ledge. Vertical.
I'm okay, Mimor. Welcome back to Namche. We are here just at the top of town, making our way down through. There's kind of a few little dwellings and tea houses kind of up the top here we just went through. And over there is a school. We saw a bunch of kids out the other day. Vegetable garden right here at 3,400 meters. This is kind of a commercial hub for this Kumbu area. And of course, it's got a lot of lodges and tea houses. Roz pointed out just a few minutes ago that this is the Yeti Mountain Lodge for Namche, which is the high-end luxury resort, $250 US per night, compared to the places that we've been staying in, which are probably running more like about $10 or $15 US per night.